This is a 70s Ovation 1111-4. You know, at 57 years old, I've owned a lot of guitars, and I must say, I've had, several of these, and it's very interesting. This one just has a really rich, balanced tone with a lot of overtones, and just almost sounds like somebody really heavy did like a parametric EQ. It's got tremendous balance. Some guitars are just way a cut above other ones, and it's not hype. This is really a great sounding Ovation. It just sounds very musical. It's got great overtones and nice balance between the mids, bass, treble, and it's got mojo. It's got depth. You can listen to this guitar from 20 feet away, and it just sounds beautiful. It's a really good guitar. A lot of good, and I got it priced really good for. I've seen these go for considerably more, but I've just made it a really good price for somebody. Really got a beautiful tone. Wondering about that technique I'm using, by the way. It's really cool. Got it from a friend of mine. I showed him some kind of jazzy stuff. He showed me some flamenco techniques, but you go down with the thumb and then hammer on with the left hand. So you're down with the thumb, hammer on, and then brush down again with the thumb, and then brush up. So down with the thumb, hammer on, down, and brush up. You get this. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is a really nice guitar. I'm keep in mind, I'm just using a cheap webcam. Here, let me get under the webcam. Sometimes getting under it, you can really hear the note. The guitar has a few nicks on the top. No big deal. You know, a couple little marks on the back, which you always see. But this is really a resonant guitar. It just has a beautiful tone. I'm almost tempted to hang on to it, but I've got a million guitars, and I keep the peace over here, right? Really a sweet box, though. So I think I'll just stop right there. Probably get a little bit of feedback. So this guitar is insane. It reminds me a little bit if you were like in a really good studio and you have headphones on, because it's, you know what I mean? It's to me, it's all about mid-range and balance. And some guitars just have a beautiful, sweet mid-range kind of a growl that's also sweet. Always sounds like a paradox when you talk about tone, because it's defined yet open. You know, it's articulate and defined, yet also a little holographic and has a bloom like great stereo gear. But you know, if you're a collector, or you have a studio, or you're just a songwriter, or you just love great guitars, this is really a nice one, man. Has a beautiful tone, really does. All right, so if you like the guitar, you feel free to order it, and I do have this advertised in my area as well, so I reserve the right to sell it locally. But as corny as it sounds, I'm really serious. I like to think that all my guitars go to just the right person. I know that sounds kind of new agey California, but I'm serious. You know, I like to feel that every guitar goes to just the right person that's really going to love it and enjoy it. I'll tell you, this guitar will bring out a lot of compositions, because I think a great guitar does inspire you and helps you to write, because you tend to hear different things, you know. That's the main thing. A great guitar does definitely inspire you in writing, you know, too. Anyway, I'm just goofing around, just kind of waking up. I tend to play in so many different tunings. I tend to get a little mixed up sometimes which tuning I'm in. But this is a cool tuning. This has got, you make both the E's a D, and then you make the second string a C. It's a really pretty tuning. This guitar has the most beautiful, sweet mid-range, but it's got full of bass. The bass is defined. The bass has got a nice articulate nature to it while also being sweet and warm. It's really nice. Anyway, try to listen to this with large headphones, like studio headphones if you have them. And let me just do a couple more chords down low here. It seems to always help to get the tone. These are new strings. They're probably stretching out a little bit. That B is a little off, but it's cool. Really a sweet tone. You can hear that. All right, take care.